Marchmaker, written by Obob Scribbler. He approached the throne carefully, dragging one hind leg. His queen kept up her baleful stare until he halted at a respectful distance and sank into an awkward bow. Majesty, report. Her voice was clipped and toneless. Ponyville is lost. He tempted down a cough. She sucked in a sharp breath through her nostrils in what he assumed to be anger. Keeping his head low, he waited for a response. How? The librarian. Twilight Sparkle. The cough took out the back of his throat. A spell, my liege. She cast a spell to dispel illusions. Cast over the town from a balloon. It almost made him want to laugh. He had commented to Lyra last week on how that hot air balloon went to waste when it could be used to better the town. He had meant by renting it out to other ponies and their businesses for advertising. Instead, it had been used to rain down destruction in glittering pieces of magic. The citizens, we were all stripped of our disguises. They panicked, mobbed. Only a few of us got out. Where are the others? Captured. He shut his eyes. At least 3 were killed. Twilight Sparkle called for the married to be restrained, but the crowd, they were out of control. Stampede. The cough exploded from him in a shower of green blood. Without his permission, his body pitched forward and refused to obey when he tried to raise. He must have faded out for a moment, because the next thing he knew, his queen was cradling his head. He blinked up at her, confused. My liege, you mustn't. Blood splattered his queen's downturned face. A large green globule dropped off her snout. My queen, he said, aghast. I apologize. Hush, she said, much softer than before. He felt the warmth inside him prod at his hurts, at his cracked carapace, broken horn, and half-severed leg. He sighed even though none of them magically fixed themselves. Her horn ceased to glow. The warmth inside him, however, maintained. Drone 23,345. What name did you go by on your placement? His vision blurred. Noteworthy, my queen, he said with difficulty. I posed as a stallion called Noteworthy. She gently touched her forehead to his. He felt her love flow over him, through him, into him, filling him up. He realized the absolute clarity just how much she cared beneath her icy exterior. She loved all changelings with a deep and abiding emotion, and at this moment, this single crystalline moment, she loved him the most of all. You did well, Noteworthy, she murmured. You deserve to rest now. But my... Rest, dear Noteworthy. With a happy sigh, he closed his eye and allowed the darkness to claim him. That was Marchmaker, Chapter 1, Last Breath, written by Obob Scribbler, narrated by Blaze Lantern. Okay, that was the first fic I actually read and edited. And feel good, I would say. Although I would say this was long overdue, and for specific reasons. One, I remember going to Bob Scribbler and asking to read this fic many years ago, or maybe 2 years. I don't know how many years. It's been years. more than 1 year. I know the more than 1 year, and the reason behind that is life. Life is a kicks you in the dick sometimes, and it sometimes puts you in a very bad place. But although I have read one chapter earlier, and if it's still on my channel, probably not. But we'll redo. That was Prince Blue Blood and Marble, that particular chapter. I forgot what that chapter was called, and I'm too lazy to look it up. Figured I already put away my phone. So I wanted to actually do that more better, you know? And that was, like I said, my brain, I am not good at this ending stuff, so the reason why I picked this fic, I kind of like it. I like when they portray, like when Chrysalis portray as this motherly figure, that she's not always this ruthless queen that wants to take over the world. She have a reason, a cause, and she actually care for her servants and whatnot. And that's just like Chrysalis in general, for the most part. And that's the reason why the whole thing. Red subs. And here about doing this, I'm gonna end it here. So, if you enjoyed it, thank you for listening. Feel free to comment on down below what you think, and where I could improve. I plan to do more of these readings on later dates. And I hope you all have a lovely day, and good night. March Maker, written by Mlp Scribbler. He approached the throne carefully, dragging one hind leg. His queen kept up her baleful stare until he halted at a